Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And we are underway from downtown Minneapolis. Fields it right around the goal line. The Vikings offense coming out for the first time, and in his 5th season leading this crew, coming off his 3rd career Pro Bowl nod, Kirk Cousins. First play and a first pass for Cousins. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. They go play action. Cousins. He's going to find Jefferson open downfield. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Now whistles and a timeout. Looks like we've got a Viking slow to get up. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 43. On the jet sweep, here comes Jefferson. What a spin. He'll get this up to the 34, and a good lane opening up right away for it. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. On second and very short, Cousins. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Justin Houston making his presence felt there in the backfield. So now after the sack, Cousins and the Vikings come up here 3rd and long. Got an open man finding Jefferson. And he'll be brought down at the 27. Pretty solid opening drive here, Charles. They've worked in the run game, the pass game, just steadily getting yards, and now they've got it inside the red zone here with an opportunity.
And the only thing they don't have so far is points. But the way that they're moving the ball now, that shouldn't take much longer. And they've established a great balance so far. Running, passing, doing what they want on offense.
Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again. Play fake, Cousins. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
This is going to be the matchup to watch out on the perimeter, and it won't be the last time these two go at it. Both of them believe they are the superior. In this case, the win goes to the defense.
Off the play fake, Cousins. Complete. Jefferson the target. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Play action now. Cousins. Throw left side complete. That's Cook. Touchdown! Dalvin Cook from 8 yards out. And the Vikings will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Cousins will try and throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. They had that great, long, methodical drive to put in the end zone. Then they tried to bite off a little more and get 8 points. Instead, they're sitting at 6.
But didn't that feel like a decision that they made on Tuesday?
Yeah. Well, you usually say that's what they do, right?
Right. That's the best one. The best ones do that. They take the emotion out of it. That felt like that was scripted. Hey, if we score in the opening drive, we're going to go for 2 and try and really gain an advantage.
Here come the Ravens, and that means here comes Lamar Jackson, league's MVP and an All-Pro in 2019. And right away, he lost the football. And the Vikings pick up the football.
I don't know about you, but I'm going to go to the positive side this time. Yeah, there was a fumble at the end of this one, but what a sustained drive. And if they keep stringing those together, you got to like their chances.
And credit the defense, though. You're out there for that long, you start to get tired, but they were able to get the turnover.
Did you just credit the defense?
I like to credit the defense and the offense.
I like you.
And the analysts.
That's perfect.
Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down. play action. Cousins. And a quick throw here that's complete. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. Here's Cousins. Open here, Adam Thielen. And he will have a Vikings first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8.
Someone sharp in this game. I made a touchdown pass on the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one. And these two hooked up on a nice gain to play before, and I always admire play callers that see a play that works and go right back to it, so they went right back to him. The reward, they're set up with 1st and goal.
That's to Cook out of the backfield. And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Now Cousins. Dalvin Cook now catches on back-to-back plays. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. 6-0 our score after 1. Second quarter now from Minnesota. It's the Vikings in possession of the football, as they'll see what they can do on 3rd and goal. They'll throw again. Cousins. This one brought in by Jefferson. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. They do get 8 out of the pitch and catch. However, it's 4th down. To throw is Cousins. And it's caught in the end zone for the Viking touchdown by Justin Jefferson. 2 yards on the touchdown there. And the Vikings' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. They'll look to throw. That is caught. He's got it. And the lead will move to 14-0. So their second touchdown of this first half. They went for 2 after score number 1. Didn't get it. Now they get the equalizer, so to speak.
So to speak, and you can understand the thinking. Because they didn't get it after the first score, they wanted to get back to a normal points pattern, get up to 14. But just think, if they missed it here, they're only up 12-0. 1 extra point on the other side can ultimately beat you if they score. Any return that gets you to midfield is a great return. 1 first down, and you're almost in field goal position.
After the fumble recovery, it's Jackson. And quickly into the hands of Robinson. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they're having panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
A man who missed all of 2021, this is J.K. Dobbins. Is just to the 47, 1-yard gain. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now it's Jackson. They set up the screen for Dobbins. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. 2 minutes gone by, second quarter. On 3rd down, Jackson. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a hole. So look at this. Here's the field goal unit coming out. And he is going to need to bomb this one. This will approach NFL record territory. It's a 62-yard attempt. And this won't get there. Won't be online either. It's no good. Off to the right. And this will remain a 2-touchdown game.
Well, he might be the best kicker the game's ever seen, and we've seen him hit from 66, which is the all-time record. But anything 60-plus, that's a very low percentage kick. Don't tell him he doesn't believe it, but this one winds up no good.
He'll get it inside the 20, and he goes diving to get as much as he can, following a big gain, a nice little cherry on top there at the end. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. Now Cousins. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a third down.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there forcing a loss on that play.
Two minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. Big play coming here. It's third and goal. Third down. Here's a run by Cook. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Now Cousins on fourth down. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. Kirk Cousins with 3 touchdown passes now in the afternoon. And the Vikings take a 3-touchdown lead. They'll try and throw for it. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And that bumps their lead up even further. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. It's a squib kick picked up near the 25. And they're going to have really good starting field position here as that's taken up close to the 40. Baltimore about ready to go on offense. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Jackson's throw pulled in by Robinson here. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down. From the gun, it's Jackson. That one complete to Prochet. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. Throwing again on second down. Jackson. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. They'll throw on first down with Jackson. Throw right side is complete to Andrews, his tight end. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. Buying time to his left. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked off by Harrison Smith. He's at the 40. The 20. 10. 5. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. I mean, at this point, CD, what is not going their way in this first half? After that pick six, they now have a 4-possession lead here.
And that allows them to say to themselves, how about we get everybody involved, okay? Because this one is a runaway, and it's looking like it's going to be even more of a runaway. Everybody gets a chance.
And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth. So we're going to go ahead and set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Ravens set to receive the football, trailing here as we resume action in the third quarter. Hill going to sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The Raven offense set to start this third quarter. CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
That's a real nice job right there, working the middle of the field, working against those safeties. And you know, partner, if you get your hips turned the wrong way, big plays can result.
And a big play resulted right there. On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Another run here with Dobbins. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. 3rd down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. And that'll be caught by the big tight end, Andrews. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down. They're going for it with Dobbins. Going absolutely nowhere. They'll wind up losing a yard or 2. The Ravens go for it but come up empty. And the Vikings defense is going to get the football back. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And he'll get this up just shy of the 30. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Now left side on the swing pass. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. Well, up big, but still not hesitating to take some shots downfield, CD. I guess they really want to hammer home their dominance in this one.
Yeah, that much is apparent, partner. If they keep completing throws like that, they'll keep that gap awfully wide as they've established already.
A quick throw knocked away and incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his 2nd incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit. A lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play. And it'll be a 3rd and about 13. Cousins to throw it. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, no surprise there. He was looking for one of his favorite targets again as soon as he left the pocket. But the coverage was good downfield. They got right to the receiver and helped prevent that completion.
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. It's Chuck Clark picking it off. And the Ravens are going to have it here just past the 25. Well, to be blunt, not a whole lot has gone right for this defense in this ball game. But that's something right there. Still in the 3rd quarter. It would take something around miracle territory for a comeback, but maybe that's a start, Charles.
It certainly is, and they're definitely showing that there's some fight still left in them. Hasn't been a banner day. They're trying their best to put that disappointment behind them and find ways to make plays.
On 2nd and 11 now. Jackson, rush coming, and he's taken down. The linebacker Jordan Hicks flying in there for the sack. Well, Lamar Jackson, for all the talents of escaping pressure that he possesses, he was helpless to do much of anything there. He had no chance. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Under pressure, they got him again. Give that sack to Harrison Phillips, the big man. The Ravens send their punter out now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Here comes Rager. And that is going to do it. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4. And I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this 4th quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off the game.
42 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. I tell you, they didn't give it to him much for the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
Yeah, not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, they want to ride him down.
It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Adam Thielen, 37 yards. And the Vikings start to open this lead even wider here in the 4th. So they called it a touchdown originally. This will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Joseph connects on the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. Fields the squib kick right around the 30. And he'll be set up with good field position here as he gets this up past the 40-yard line.
Even after that big-time return, it's not looking great for them today. But if nothing else, even if the miracle doesn't happen, they can turn to this play and say, hey, we can move forward. Maybe it's a building block for the rest of the season.
Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
Well, they'll get the yardage, but they hate to see him take that hit.
You're always trying to cool off a big-time guy throwing the ball, but you have to know when to back off, pull up, and not hit him. There's the penalty.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back, and he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. On 2nd down, a run with Dobbins. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41. The Ravens on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 7. And he's got his tight end. That's Andrews. And he will have a Ravens 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now Jackson on 1st down. And this is going to be intercepted. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
Wow, so wipe out the INT roughing the passer. What a disaster.
An absolute disaster, and you hope their lockers are not right next to each other for the postgame. Safe to say one is not buying the other dinner.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Play action. Now Jackson. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late, but he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag.
Personal foul, roughing the kicker, defense.
And they'll accept that penalty. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Vikings offense now heading out to take over. Well, we've reached the stage where it's a mere formality at this point. They've got the comfortable lead. We know what the outcome is going to be. I guess the only question is, do they want to put more points on the board before the final gun?
Well, I certainly hope not. And I'm being selfish here because you and I have flights to catch. Let's go ahead and finish this one off, guys. You've taken care of business. Let's close it out. And you and I, let's get to the airport.
At the 23, it's 2nd and 12. They'll try and wind down some clock with Cook. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. And this will be caught at the 30. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Joseph on for the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So a 75-yard scoring drive on just 3 plays. And it was all capped off by Justin Jefferson's touchdown reception. It's a squib kick picked up near the 25. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. The Baltimore's offense set for this next possession. We said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
That's into the hands of Prochet. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. He finds Robinson. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. Jackson going to find his running back here. It's Dobbins. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. Meanwhile, Jackson's throw is on target to Likely. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Caught on the slant. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal. From the gun, Jackson. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. 3rd and goal, trying to make that scoreboard at least a little more respectable. Jackson from the shotgun. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Robinson. A terrific job there to keep him out of the end zone. And now it'll be 4th and goal. And as this defense walks off